The World Championship quarterfinals are in the books, and all of our Ducks players' teams came out on top with decisive 5-2 wins. Sweden cruised while Team USA had to come back from behind in their game, but hey, a win's a win. And honestly, I've seen the future, and I can't wait. That future shined brightest with Leo Carlsson in this one. With the addition of Nylander to the lineup, we saw Carlsson stay in that 3C role, while Lundestrom was bumped down to the 4th line. Look, I know I joked about Lundy being the secret weapon on that top line with Leo, but my goodness, it is so much nicer watching Leo play with more offensively skilled teammates. He looked like an unleashed beast out there, flying through the zone and creating chances all game. He had 2 goals in this one, both very different. That brings him to 8 points in 8 games now. His first goal came on the power play, a beautiful redirect. He just kept moving, finding the open space, and eventually got left all alone. The shot pass came in, and Leo took a smart route, not drifting behind the net, but instead slipping short side and presenting his stick exactly where he wanted it. Textbook positioning and execution. And that wasn't the only time he went for the tip in this game either. He was constantly dangerous around the net. His second goal? A perfect snipe off the rush. I was just about to get mad at him for coasting into the zone, but I guess he timed it perfectly. Sabinajad dropped the puck to Johansson, knowing he had more speed, and Leo trailed into the zone. The Czech defender was close, but not close enough to tie up his stick, and Leo made them pay an absolute snipe. In this game, he had 2 bad plays. He did have 1 rough pass after a great forecheck to force a turnover, and then there was a straight-up bad turnover in this game, but overall, he was fantastic. He even had an outfield-style catch to keep a puck in the zone and created a chance. Apparently, he only played 11 minutes, but what an impactful 11 minutes they were. A lot of that was to do with all the penalties in this game. He's not on the PK, which honestly, I kinda wish he was. Would have been good experience. He certainly could be, based on how strong his defensive play has been this tournament. He's been stripping pucks like crazy, just clean, decisive plays. Holy strip! He was knocking guys down with ease. 1 hit looked a little bad, but I'm sure Beaker loved it. Great body positioning, using that big frame to force turnovers. Big booty out, he looked so much bigger this tournament. Strong work around the boards too, just really solid, reliable play. If we're talking about defense, we have to talk about Lundestrom. He was doing some solid work on the penalty kill in this one, getting pucks deep, keeping plays to the outside, and showing some great stick work in the neutral zone to force turnovers. He even stripped a guy so clean he made him fall over. Not bad. He was also effective on the forecheck, especially when matched up against players closer to his level. He logged 15 minutes of ice time and picked up 3 shots. 2 of those came on an open net again. He made a strong entry into the zone, got himself open on the back door, and was robbed by a fantastic save. He just couldn't get it elevated in time. Not totally wide open, but still, what a save. Then on the very next chance, he hit the post. Honestly, I wasn't as annoyed with Lundy in this game. He wasn't dragging down Leo, and that alone made it feel like a win. So great game, Lundy. You know who else had a great game, even if the score sheet doesn't show it? LaCombe. He logged over 20 minutes of ice time and ended up with a whole bunch of zeros. So, was he just out there doing cardio? Let's take a closer look. He was definitely active in passing lanes, getting his sticks on pucks, anticipating plays, whether at even strength or on the PK. He broke up several rushes with good reads and solid positioning. Offensively, he was pretty quiet. Maybe the coaches told the D to dial it back in this game. He still pinched a few times, once even falling while doing so, but he recovered, controlled the puck, and got it around the boards. He had 1 nice pass to Cooley on a promising rush, but Cooley dropped it back to no one. Guess Cooley didn't learn much from that Norway game, huh? But hey, props to LaCombe for hustling back and disrupting the play. He even showed some creativity clearing pucks, playing them off the board to himself to clear. Physically, he stood out. He used his arm well to create separation in the neutral zone and absolutely put Solberg to shame on 1 shift, knocking down not just 1, but 2 players. He hit this guy with the forearm of doom and looked back like, "You good?" Then finished the shift by crushing another guy in the corner and loosening the puck for a US transition. Later, he had a more controlled hit on the PK that still got the puck out. He was battling hard behind the net too, winning puck battles and even blocking a shot, another skate block for him. I do actually have some bad notes though. He had 1 really bad outlet pass that led to a shot against, pretty soft play up the wall, but then on the same shift, he followed it up with a textbook outlet. There was another turnover later on too, but he did a solid job recovering. Not like he was the only one with a few iffy moments, just that he and Cutter are the only ones I'm keeping tabs on. Interestingly, LaCombe got some power play time late in this one. The US weren't really pressing, which explains why they rolled out 2 defensemen. It felt like they were more content to kill the clock than generate much. Looks like the coaching staff learned something from that Norway game, though. That meant Cutter didn't get any power play time here, although he did see a bit earlier in the game. Still, even with limited 11:23 of fourth line minutes, the guy managed to rack up another point. That's 8 points in 8 games now, just like Leo. On the play, Cutter carried the puck into the zone and read the defense backing off and drifting high. Smart, because otherwise it would have been a risky pass to Smith. He waited for the lane to open and deliver it right on Smith's tape. Smith made a great feed to Pinto, who buried it. Cutter had 2 shots in this game, but aside from the assists, there was really just one other offensive moment that stood out. He entered the zone, cut across the middle, and dropped it to Smith, who put it into Cutter's skates. Even then, he still tried to get a shot off, followed it to the net, and went for a tip when the puck got back to the point. He even tried for another deflection right after, just staying active and engaged. He also had one nice play along the blue line to keep the puck in the zone, looked like an outfielder, and then chipped it in backwards to keep possession. A turnover from a teammate sent the play the other way, but Cutter used his speed to recover and help force an offsides. That speed was on display all game. He was relentless on the forecheck, had great stick work to create turnovers, and applied strong pressure on backchecks. Both he and LaCombe will need to take it to another level as Team USA gets ready to face a very strong Team Sweden and Carlsson in the semifinals, tomorrow at 5:20 a.m. So the real question is, who do you want to win? Thank you to our members. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching.